In this video, we're going to explore objective 1.3.b, which is called Create Construction Planes, Axis, and Points. So we're going to understand why it's important to use work planes. I'm going to use this little work features model that I kind of utilize here. So the work planes allow you to establish, why is it important to use those? Because it allows you to create sketches, and sketches get turned into features. So being able to utilize those sketches and on various work planes is going to be helpful. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is here in our construct panel, all of the very common work features that we can use. The first one we're going to look at is going to be an offset plane. So if I select a face or even off of a plane, I can establish how far away on a distance. I can also drag by utilizing the little blue arrow graphic as well. If I want this to be 1.5 inches away, I can do that. Or if I want it to be, 1.25, I can also type that value in and select OK. So that's an offset work plane to be utilized here. I'm going to next go up to and utilize a tangent plane. So I'm going to rotate around, and if I select a cylindrical surface, it allows me to place a work plane that is tangent to that cylindrical surface. If I use this little grip, I can rotate it around. So like here, 90 degrees if I want it to be on the bottom. If I want to go back to 0 where I clicked, I can place that there. Or if I want to go maybe even to a 45-degree angle, I can set it as well. So that is a tangent plane that can be established. For here, I can also utilize a mid plane. So this one has a 2 selection option. So if I select the front face, I rotate around to the back, I select the back face, it's going to put a mid plane right between those 2 faces that I selected. Over here in your browser, you're going to notice a construction folder that shows up. If I expand that, I can see plane 1, 2, and 3. So I'm actually going to hide these work planes because this starts to get a little bit kind of messy as I kind of do some of that. And my next one I'll take a look at is a plane at an angle. So if I want to set it at an angle on this, if I select like this edge, I can actually establish like what kind of angle that I want to set this work plane at and be able to do some of those things. So I can select OK. There's my work plane. If I want to cut this off, I want to add something to it, then that'll be able to be utilized. And I'm going to go ahead and hide this work plane to make that happen. Next, I can utilize a plane by selecting different points. So like here, a plane through 3 points. I can always select like corners. So here I can select this point, and this point, and it's going to establish a work plane that intersects where those points are. So if I rotate around, you can kind of see where those are going to be. So depending upon what I have. If I don't like those points, I can always click the X button. Maybe I want to choose this one, and this one. And that will establish the plane through those points as well. All right, and then you can also utilize an axis through 2 points as well. So this is probably the last one that's specified by the ACU exam. So you can also do an axis through a cylinder, cone, or torus. So like here, if I select the cylinder, it's going to run a construction axis right in the center. I can also utilize an axis through 2 points. And like here, if I select this point and this point, I can set up an axis right along there. So if I want to utilize it, but whatever 2 points I select, it's going to run an axis right through there. So these are some of the different items, and notice how it does classify it as an axis compared to a work plane. And we're able to rename these, but we can also hide them or even delete them if we don't want. So there are other construction geometries that are available. However, the ones that are noted by the ACU exam are all the ones we just demonstrated here in this video.